The $1,000,000 question. Jose, can you help me find a haircut that suits my face shape? Yes, I can actually. So in this week's video, I'm gonna actually help you do just that. You would be surprised by how many emails I get of guys actually sending me selfies trying to get me to help them with the proper haircut. And I see where they're coming from, because you see, it's so important that it is better to find that right hairstyle that suits your face shape and just fits you like a glove than just going with a trendy hairstyle that just makes you look meh. Now, do keep in mind that there is no definitive rule on, you need to wear this haircut in this hairstyle. It doesn't work that way. Think of this more of as a suggestion or a starting point for those guys that are struggling and don't know where to start and what hairstyle is just gonna look good on you. And the one key thing that you need to remember that's gonna be important across all of this is balance. So remember that term, because it's gonna come up through all of these hairstyles. Now, the first thing that you're gonna wanna be able to do is figure out your face shape. And you can do that easily. Go up to a mirror, place your face against the mirror, then grab an eraser or a pencil with an eraser at the end and trace the outline of your face. This will give you a rough draft of what your face looks like. If you want a more precise method where you measure your face to get it the exact face shape you have, go ahead and hit the link down below. It'll take you to a website that'll show you how to do that perfectly. Now, before we get into all the face shapes, I do want to thank our partner, The Fifth Watches. The Fifth Watches is our promotional partner, and as you guys know, they're great. They produce really quality, minimalist watches that I think almost every guy should have in their arsenal. This is a watch that you can pull out and wear with almost anything, and you know you're gonna kill it. So the Fifth Watches released a new line that is even more affordable and, in my opinion, more minimal and more aesthetically pleasing. I'm gonna have it linked below with a special discount code just for you guys, so you guys can check it out if you are in the market for some really, really nice watches. So without any further ado, let's start with the first face shape, and that's the oval. Now, the oval face shape, in my opinion, is the second best face shape to have, and that's because you can basically wear whatever you want with it. The good thing about your face shape is that it's ideal. It's ideally balanced. So anything that you wear with it is just gonna look good on you. If you wanna ask my recommendation for you guys, like I said, anything's gonna look good on you, but a classic short haircut really looks great, if you ask me, on guys with oval face shapes. So keep it tight on the sides and low on top for a very classic and timeless look. Next up, let's talk about the round face shape. Remember how I was talking about balance just a little bit ago? Well, since your face is very circular, what you're gonna want is a more angular and more sharp of a haircut. So one thing to avoid is to let your sides grow out too far. Think of an afro or something poofy. That's just gonna make your hair look even more round. So a quick tip you can do is add some height to your hair that'll add length to your face and give your face a more balanced oval shape instead of a circle. And you do that by keeping it very tight on the sides. Think of a skin fade, maybe even a taper, and then add a little bit of more length to your top. So I would say keep it a minimum of 3 inches, but you can go more than that if you want to. And anything from a slick back to a side part will work, but what you're looking for is volume to add more vertical length to your hair. Next up, we have the square face. This, in my opinion, is the best face shape to have. These guys are highly, highly gifted. They're just as versatile as the oval face, except the square face has more masculine and prominent features. So almost anything you guys rock honestly looks great on you. You could go for the undercut, the buzz cut looks really good on guys with square heads. You could go for a side part, low haircut, a textured haircut. You can go for almost anything and it's gonna look good on you. Like I said, you have a really good face shape and probably have really good bone structure. So to accentuate that, you might want to keep it short. So keep a short hairstyle that's going to more accentuate your face and those angular sharp lines that you have to really look awesome. And finally, we're going to be covering the triangle and the heart face shape guys. So if you have one of these two type of shapes, the triangle shape or the heart shape, this probably means that your temple region or your forehead region is a lot wider than the bottom. So what you want to do is to avoid creating unbalanced or an unbalanced image, you want to avoid a haircut that has too much volume or just too much hair, because that's just going to add volume to the top of your hair and add more width, making you look more unproportionate. A good example of a guy with a triangle shape, think of Jude Law. And notice how he always keeps his hair pretty short. That's probably something that you're gonna wanna consider if you have a triangle face shape. Keeping it short will bring back balance to your face. Another hairstyle is a buzz cut. They usually tend to look good on you guys. And you can also go for an offset part or swept bangs to kind of reduce or kind of hide the width of your forehead. So that's it for me in today's video. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, remember to hit up that like up button. See you guys next time.